Imagine walking down the street and every glance, every step, every word you speak is silently recorded, analyzed, and stored forever. Not by a human spy, but by artificial intelligence, an invisible observer that knows you better than you know yourself. Welcome to the age of total surveillance. The question isn't if your privacy is gone, it's how much of you is left to protect. We live in a world where data has become more valuable than oil. Every swipe on your phone, every purchase you make, every place you visit feeds into an enormous network powered by artificial intelligence. The convenience we enjoy, personalized ads, predictive search results, smart devices that anticipate our needs, comes at an invisible cost: our privacy. Artificial intelligence has turned data collection into an exact science. With machine learning, facial recognition, and behavioral analytics, AI can predict your desires, detect your mood, and even guess what you'll do next. What was once the domain of science fiction is now reality. From governments monitoring citizens in the name of security, to corporations mapping every aspect of consumer behavior, AI has blurred the line between helpful technology and invasive surveillance. Privacy, once considered a basic human right, is now becoming a luxury few can afford. This is the story of how AI killed privacy and why it might be impossible to bring it back. The data revolution: how we traded privacy for convenience. The modern digital world thrives on one resource: data. Every interaction we have online, liking a post, using a navigation app, or asking a voice assistant a question, creates a digital fingerprint. AI systems then collect and analyze this data to personalize experiences. At first, this feels beneficial. Your phone knows the fastest route home. Your shopping app suggests exactly what you need. Streaming platforms recommend shows you'll love. But this personalization has a hidden cost. It requires a complete map of who you are. Behind the scenes, massive AI systems record your habits, preferences, and even emotional patterns. They know when you're happy, stressed, or bored. They can tell when you're likely to make an impulse purchase, or when you're vulnerable to persuasion. The trade was simple: convenience in exchange for privacy, and most of us didn't even realize we were signing the deal. Surveillance capitalism, the business of watching you. In the digital economy, you're not the customer, you're the product. Companies like Google, Meta, and Amazon don't just provide services, they harvest human experience. AI turns your clicks, messages, and movements into data points that can be sold to advertisers or used to influence your behavior. This is known as surveillance capitalism. The more data companies collect, the more accurate their AI models become, and the more profit they make. The AI doesn't just record what you do, it learns why you do it. It can predict your future actions and even nudge you toward specific choices. Ever notice how an ad for something you mentioned in conversation appears moments later? That's not coincidence, it's AI listening, interpreting, and monetizing your life. Privacy isn't just eroding, it's being systematically dismantled for profit. Governments join the game: AI and state surveillance. If corporations use AI to sell you products, governments use it to maintain control. Across the world, AI surveillance systems are expanding faster than any privacy law can keep up. In cities filled with smart cameras, AI can track individuals in real time, identify faces in crowds, and analyze behavior to detect suspicious activity. Some nations already use AI-driven scoring systems to rank citizens based on trustworthiness, financial reliability, or even social behavior. These systems promise safety and order, but at what cost? The same tools that catch criminals can silence dissent, monitor journalists, and punish citizens for stepping out of line. AI surveillance has no emotion, no conscience, and no limit. It watches everything, remembers everything, and never forgets. The illusion of anonymity: why you can't hide online. Many believe that using incognito mode, encrypted apps, or VPNs can protect their privacy. The truth is far more unsettling. AI systems are now capable of re-identifying anonymous data with astonishing accuracy. By cross-referencing patterns, typing speed, browsing habits, GPS data, and even the way you hold your phone, AI can link seemingly random information back to you. You can delete your account, clear your cookies, or change your name. But the digital you, your unique behavioral signature, remains traceable. AI doesn't need your name to know who you are. Your data patterns are your identity. The rise of smart devices, spies in our homes. Our homes, once private sanctuaries, have quietly turned into surveillance hubs. Smart speakers, thermostats, security cameras, and even refrigerators are constantly gathering data. These devices listen, watch, and learn from every interaction. Voice assistants record snippets of conversation, smart TVs track viewing habits, and fitness trackers collect biometric data like heart rate and sleep patterns. All this data flows into AI databases that grow smarter and more invasive over time. The irony is cruel. We invited the surveillance inside because it made our lives easier. The line between convenience and control disappeared the moment we connected our homes to the cloud. AI and the psychology of control. AI doesn't just collect information, it uses it to influence behavior. By studying your emotions, habits, and weaknesses, AI can subtly shape your decisions. Social media algorithms decide what you see, which opinions you're exposed to, and how long you stay engaged. News feeds are no longer neutral. They're engineered by AI to capture your attention, amplify your fears, and reinforce your beliefs. This manipulation goes beyond advertising. It affects politics, relationships, and culture itself. In a world where AI can predict and steer your thoughts, privacy isn't just about keeping secrets. It's about keeping your mind free. The legal void privacy laws can't keep up. Governments around the world are scrambling to regulate AI, but technology evolves faster than policy. Data protection laws like the GDPR were designed for human oversight, not autonomous systems that learn and adapt in real time. AI doesn't always store personal data in traditional ways. It abstracts it into patterns and probabilities. This makes it nearly impossible to trace or delete. Even if laws require companies to erase your data, AI models trained on that data retain the knowledge forever. We are facing a legal paradox. AI's understanding of us can't be undone, even when our data is deleted. The end of privacy or the beginning of awareness? While the picture seems bleak, awareness is the first step toward control. The same AI that invades privacy can also be used to protect it. New technologies like federated learning and differential privacy allow AI to learn from data without exposing personal details. Encryption is becoming smarter, and privacy-focused startups are emerging with solutions that give users ownership of their data. But real change requires public demand. We must treat privacy not as a lost relic of the past, but as a right worth defending. Without it, freedom itself begins to erode. AI has changed what it means to be human. It sees, hears, and knows everything we do, often before we even do it. Our lives are no longer private stories, but streams of data feeding an invisible machine. The death of privacy didn't happen overnight. It died slowly, disguised as progress, hidden behind the promise of convenience. But this story doesn't have to end in defeat. We still have the power to decide how AI shapes our world. The challenge is not to stop technology, but to demand transparency, accountability, and choice. Because when every move is tracked and every thought is predicted, privacy isn't just about protecting your secrets, it's about protecting your humanity.